I'm able to talk about molestations and rape because once I got saved, God brought all that back to me and I had to feel it. I felt the pain of what it was. I felt the pain and the flashbacks of how I was threw down, how I was grabbed, how I was pinned down. I felt all of that. And I saw it over and over and over again. I saw every hit I took to my face. I saw every trauma just about that my body had endured. Not just from sexual assault and molestations, but how about domestic violence abuse? I went through domestic violence abuse. God, every night. I never told anybody. And when my doctor heard me telling it, she was like, you can't keep that to yourself. I woke up just about every day with my two little babies beside me with a gun to my head. And this went on for 10 years. And my family thought because this guy was looking like a provider, he knew how to play into their mind. He knew how to make it look like he was healthy for me. He knew how to make it look like he was the best thing that ever happened to me. But while I was at home, and what my parents didn't know, I was a young girl when I left with that man. I was 15 years old when I left with that man. What my parents didn't know is the torture that man put me through. That man pulled machetes on me. I still have the machete right now. As a matter of fact, hold up. No, I'm not going to go get it. But I still have the machete right now in my home that guy put up to my head and told me how he was going to cut my head off. How he put it up and, was bragging about how he was going to do it. He even held a cat in front of me and cut the cat's tail off in front of me, telling me this is how he wanted to see me. So when I'm talking and releasing what God has given me, it's not for show, it's not for fashion. If my doctor thinks, and that's what it took, oh my God. It takes one person to believe you. There were things that happened to me. Nobody believed me. I have been going to a psychiatrist since I was 12 years old, if not younger than that. And nobody believed me. When I would tell people what was happening, they said, no, that's not happening. When I went to the psychiatrist at that young age, he said, no, there's nothing wrong with you. I know there's nothing wrong with me, but something happened to me, and I'm telling you. And it took me to be 42 years old. And what opened it up, would open up everything that I had masked down on the inside, that I had internalized and hidden. It took one person to open that up, or two people, which was my children. It took love. When I saw my children go through something, my love for them just went so far out on the limb till I could just hear God saying in my heart, you've got to get strong. And you're not going to make it if you don't get over you. If you don't get this stuff out, it's going to take you down. And I thought all this time that they were going through some shit. I thought I was just being mama, I thought, that was them. But God had something for me too. So this is where I'm at. July the 9th, I will be going to get desensitized, working with the therapist to get desensitized because of the flashbacks that I have.